L'chaim.
It is about grieving and overcoming grief. And that is definitely, from my experience of being, a grandchild of a Holocaust survivor and grandchild of residential school survivors, there is a grieving happening. And for Lisa, for sure, and other members of the crew coming together, I think we had a shared experience of grieving together. We had a tent set up, like a medicine tent, which was had our, what we call a bundle. So it had our medicines that were gifted to us by an elder who took the medicines to ceremony and then gave it to us to hold space for that sort of healing that needed to be, available to everybody because it was very traumatic. And we had a therapist on set. So it was always available to everybody. These are extremely triggering stories to tell, not just for Indigenous people and not just for people who experience, the current reality of colonial violence in whatever form that is, which is an everyday reality for us as Indigenous people, but for non-Indigenous people who were realizing the gravity of the situation and feeling guilty. A lot of feelings of why didn't I know this? So it was open for everybody to, to come together and be together and, heal together.
As Indigenous people and the things that we've gone through in this country and the genocide that we've faced, inevitably somewhere in our family line, we've been touched in a way that there are certain things that we have to battle with individually. So just knowing that and being truthful to that and honest to that experience was a huge part of what went into playing Esther.
I didn't know anything about the 60 Scoop when I got here, and I met so many victims of the 60 Scoop during the process of filming. Just not even people necessarily working on the show, just going to a store, telling people what I was working on, and then just being awash in stories that were so educational and so tragic. And also I was just so honored to be a witness to these stories. It was an incredible experience for me.